guys, it's Sam and I'm here to tell you more exciting news about BookNet Fest. So as many of you may know, because many of you have been following this and we are so excited that you're excited, but BookNet Fest is an upcoming book festival convention for the entire online book community. It is going to be happening September 1st and 2nd in Orlando, Florida. We have a ton of information already about that we've talked about all over social media in previous videos, so I will link the website down below. It's booknetfest.com and it has everything that you could ask for about it as far as location and stuff like that. And as of today, as of right now, the registration is officially open. So pre-registration has been open for a while. That allowed us to figure out kind of how many numbers we needed and how much room we needed for a venue and stuff like that, but this is official registration, so even if you previously pre-registered, you have to go and register for an actual ticket. As many of you guys have been asking, what is the cost of the BookNet Fest convention portion? And we are happy to say that it is free. So BookNet Fest is happening 2 days, September 1st and 2nd, but the first day is more of an optional fun day. For those that can attend, we are going to Harry Potter World for the first day at Hogwarts, which is September 1st. And tickets for that are bought separately from us, but can be bought from us for a discount, but it's not part of the actual convention cost. We are not working with Universal Studios, we're not working with Harry Potter World, it's nothing like that, so you can buy your ticket through the Universal website, but we also do have a discount if you buy through us, which is a kind of group, we have to buy them together as a group for the Florida Corporation discount, but they can't be bought individually. So there is a link on the website for any kind of Universal tickets, and those can be bought through us or through Universal, depending on what you feel most comfortable with, what you want to do, all that kind of thing. So one of the things I know you guys are all waiting for is the list of panels. So the panelists are still being announced all through the summer. We've been announcing them almost daily on the BookNet Fest Twitter. That's at BookNet Fest. But here are the panel topics that will also be listed on the website. We have us and the industry. This is talking about the online book community and the industry. What are some changes we want to see in publishing? What do we think about sponsorship? What are some different money things? How much money can you expect to make at the beginning if you do start making money? Is it viable to be making money from this? What do we want to see more from publishers as far as their interactions with reviewers? Do we feel like the status quo right now is okay, or we want that thing to change? All those kinds of things about the industry publishing side of things, the panelists are going to be talking about. Then we have a whole panel on writing. We have a number of people from published authors to people who are still in the process of writing, people who have queried before, have an agent, have self-published, all that kind of stuff. We'll be talking about writing, where they get their inspiration, stuff about their journeys and what they've learned, what they wish they knew before, different things that they participate in like NaNoWriMo or like the writing tags and stuff like that, things that have helped them on their journey and the whole writing experience, whether that's being just an author or being an author as well as a reviewer and a lover of books, all that stuff. Then we have creating in fandom. So we're going to be having a number of creators who will be talking about their creating within fandom, mostly book-related fandom, but there's going to be talking about other stuff too. We're going to have fan fiction authors, we're going to have shops, we're going to have artists, everything like that, talking about creating within fandom, where they get their inspiration, how they catalog their inspiration, how they decided to do this, how they bring these characters to life, and the feedback they get from fandoms, and the good and bad of fandoms. Then we have an entire slot blocked off for diversity. So the whole day on the 2nd is when all the panels are happening. And we have 2 different tracks going on, so we have 2 panels running at the same time that people have to choose between, but for the diversity panel, we wanted to devote that entire timeline to just the diversity panel. So there's going to be a number of panelists on that one. It's going to be our largest panel with a ton of different people on it, talking about diversity in publishing, talking about how diversity is discussed online, talking about the negativity that comes with diversity discussions and the kinds of attacks that happen, and how to discuss diverse books and own voices and the We Need Diverse Books campaigns, and all of this stuff revolving around diversity. The whole time is going to be devoted just to that because we think it's really important. We've heard about other events where the diversity panels have felt like the only diverse panels. That is not the case for us. We're not just only sticking our diverse people in that section. There's diversity along all of the panelists in all of the different panels. There's a whole mix of people with diversity in race and gender and sexuality and just the size of channels and just like platforms and everything. All of that throughout the whole experience and the whole convention. That is our goal from the beginning. That's why we wanted to do this. This is for everybody. and diversity in all realms is part of every single panel. But that 1 hour is all devoted to talk of diversity. Nothing competing with it, nothing trying to take any of the attention away from diversity, just diversity for that hour. We're also having some one-on-one workshops, so if you're interested in how people Instagram and do their flat lays, or how people start a YouTube channel, or how to work cameras, or how to do like design for like building a brand, or any of those kinds of things, we're gonna be having a whole one-on-one workshop section where you can go between different tables and talk to different creators who specialize in those things and learn things from them like one-on-one. Then we'll be having a panel specifically discussing reviewing, most likely more in the negative reviewing side. But discussing reviews, how we build our reviews, how we deal with posting a negative review, what we think about negative reviews and more critical reviewing, what's important to us in reviews that we do or that we watch, what makes us decide that a book is worth reading based on their review, all that kind of stuff. Then we're going to be having a game show panel. This is kind of a fun one, and we're going to have a bunch of different kind of questions and themes revolving around. I don't want to reveal now because that kind of takes away the fun, but think of like a book tag / game show revolving around bookish questions. And we're going to have a ton of that all in this one thing with a bunch of different panelists. It's going to be really fun, but I don't want to reveal too much about it quite yet because that's going to take away from the whole surprise. Then we have a panel on romance, sex, and OTPs. This is a whole panel on shipping. You guys know I couldn't create an event without talking about ships, right? So this is all going to be talking about romance as a genre, how romance is looked down upon as a genre. Is romance just for girls? No, obviously. The whole phenomenon about shipping problematic content, all that kind of stuff will be on that panel. Then we're going to be having a recommendations panel. This is kind of, again, like a tag recommendation stuff. We're going to be getting questions from all of you about what kind of specific recommendations you want from the panelists. So we just don't want, you know, what's your favorite book or what's your favorite beach read, recommend me. We want like really specific questions about recommendations that the panelists are going to bring forward and talk about. So it's going to be really fun. Then we have a For the Love of YA panel. This is a panel all about young adult, what it is that draws people to young adult, why people started reading young adult, the first young adult book they ever read, why they continue to read it, is it only for teenagers, can it be for adults, some of the things that happen within the young adult realm, why young adult has become this juggernaut that it is now within the publishing community, what that means for the quality and the content of the books, everything like that will be in the YA panel. And last but certainly not least, we have the YA is not the only fiction panel. This is going to be a bunch of panelists talking about things outside of the YA genre, talking about their favorites outside of the YA genre, what it's like to be a reviewer who posts mostly about non-YA content, and this is going to be a variety of people talking about SFF, crime, poetry, everything, literary fiction that doesn't fall within that young adult realm, and where they get their recommendations and how they build their platforms in a world that is really focused on YA, on the online book community. But as far as the actual registration, we decided officially to make it free. Now, just because this event is free doesn't mean that it's completely sponsored or that all the coverage for money has happened. It hasn't. We actually still have a lot of additional costs that have not been covered, but we decided, Mari and myself as the co-creators decided that we didn't want anybody to feel like they couldn't come due to cost. Even if we made it low cost, we just didn't feel comfortable doing that. We wanted anybody who wanted to come to be able to come. So because of that, we are opening a crowdfunding campaign for BookNet Fest. BookNet Fest is completely nonprofit, volunteer kind of base. Any money that we don't get from sponsors or their crowdfunding, it's going to be coming out of our own pockets for, and this is all to cover operational costs. Nobody is being paid. We are not taking any payment for it. It's all going to the operational costs of this year, and if we were to somehow magically, which I don't think is going to happen, but if we were to magically get more money, it would all go to future years, because we do want this to be an annual event. Operation costs include the venue, the audio-video equipment, having the printing for like schedules and stuff like that, and the website maintenance. All those kinds of things have costs that tally up very, very quickly. And while we do have a few wonderful sponsors that have contributed to the event, the sponsors have not covered the entire cost. We really want to make this as great as possible. So if you guys believe in BookNet Fest, whether you are coming or not, and you want to give any amount, as little as $1 or anything, please do. It's down below. This allows people who might not be able to come now, because there is no kind of cost associated with the attending of the event. As far as the event costs, obviously there's cost of travel and stuff like that that isn't paid for events anyway. But as far as attending the event, there is no cost associated with that. So we are really happy to do that. We went back and forth a little bit, but we decided that ultimately what this event stands for is inclusion of everybody, regardless of level of income or anything. That's why we decided on Orlando, because it's one of the cheapest travel destinations in the United States. There's a ton of cheap hotels. We got a room discount, which is still available for people that attend at the hotel that the convention is being held at, where all the panels are going to be at and everything else. So we really want to make this as great as possible and as accessible as possible for everybody that wants to attend. And like we said, we want to make this available in future years. We want to keep doing this and growing. We've learned so much from this first year of creating it, and we've had so much inspiration from all of you guys, and we can't wait to see and hear your feedback. So if you can contribute any amount, whether you're coming or not, just want to support the event or anything, want to support some of the panelists that are going to be there, want to support the topics we're talking about, the crowdfunding link will be down below. And the crowdfunding link will also be linked on the website as well. So for registration, like I said, you have to get a ticket, even though you're not paying for a ticket. It reserves your ticket because we are having special badges. One of our lovely sponsors was Owl Crate, and they are sponsoring the badges for the event. So they are going to be doing cool custom art, kind of like their placards and stuff, for the badges. So these are kind of going to be like a collectible feeling thing. They're going to be very unique. So in order to have your badge for the event, you do have to register. We're so excited. We hope you guys are too. So again, everything will be listed on the BookNet Fest website. Again, booknetfest.com. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments. We hope to see a ton of you there. I am so excited. I talked with this on Twitter not that long ago, but I am emotional about the amount of people that are excited about this. Every time I see somebody excited, I want to tear up, and very frequently do. I've seen so many people talking about how excited they are to meet some of their online friends for the first time, and how excited they are that this is an event created by creators for the book community. It's for other creators, but it's also for just readers. You don't have to have a platform in order to come. There is no restrictions based on platform size or platform type or anything like that. Anybody is welcome, because we have not seen anything quite like that before. So we are so excited to have you guys. Again, I hope to see so many of you on September 1st and 2nd of this year in Orlando for BookNet Fest. So comment down below, let me know if you have any questions and if I will be seeing your face, because I hope that I do. Thank you all for watching, and I will see all the guys soon. Bye!